Hello, everybody. If you could hear that noise in the background, that was actually uh, just a short little sample of a song that I wrote for my upcoming album that's coming out here in the next month. Um, I'll share a little bit more with you as time goes along. But today I want to spend some time on the my AI auto blogging solutions, which is either massive passive AI or AI content poster AI auto blogger. Same program, different sales, what do you call it? Sales vectors, if you will. But we have literally thousands of clients using that software, and our support desk has kind of narrowed it down to the area that people struggle with the most. A lot of new people get into doing this stuff, and what seems intuitively obvious or very obvious to a lot of people is really different and difficult for new people. So we're going to focus today on showing how to set up the hosting, right, for the AI Autoblogger or Massive Passive AI. Both are exactly the same. I'll take you and literally show you how to set it up and then how to transfer your domains over and all that stuff. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the school platform, explain that. I think I might have done this last week. The school is a basically just it's a membership site that we can use to communicate with people and keep up to date. Share our it's called AI social success because everything we're doing is AI, and everything and the social stuff is huge. So it's very important that you understand and learn how to do things right. So rather than have kind of a divided approach between AI social poster and AI auto blogger, I create one uh, platform where I can share information updates and be able to actually give you a chance to learn. Now, if you come there, you'll see there's the calendar, and when you go to the calendar, let me pull that up for you. You'll have each live stream going on, and my direct coaching clients scheduled tomorrow, and I'll probably be doing a AI auto blogger alone or mass passive AI, like micro sessions on Mondays. Now, every one of these videos we do with online like this, you can ask questions. Okay, I got to keep the screen up so I can see them, but we invite you to ask questions. We will either respond to it right away. I'll either talk to you right now on the screen, or I will follow up with the email or something. So if you leave a message, go, hi, this is Joe. I have this problem. Here's my email address. So if I don't get to it during the presentation, I can always email you and give you some feedback on stuff. Um, as challenging as these things are to newcomers, um, quite frankly, they're not very challenging. So I'm going to talk about the AI out of blogging program called AI Massive Passive Profits. And uh, we recommend cloud hosting for that, which is a little bit more expensive. If you are using something like HostGator or um, Liquid Web or any of those type of shared hosting platforms, it will work. You won't be able to learn how to install websites from us because we're really wanting people to use the cloud hosting for one reason. It's going to improve your results. Okay, even though it's a little bit more money, what will happen is the site will run faster. It's completely optimized for WordPress. WordPress is a database, and the database just likes to clunk there and clunk there, and tell people that, hey, this is a database, and it's going to take forever for me to render the page. The slower the page is rendered, the more likely it is for people to leave your domain. And if your goal is to get some website from Google, from the search engines, you don't want that. Now, our whole thing is not to be overly worried on SEO, but to take advantage of SEO and everything, because all these AI sites are going to syndicate their posts to social media using a tool called Metricool. And I've shown it to you several times, and hopefully you're you're using it. I know a lot of people have signed up for it, but are you using it? Yeah, you just create your RSS feed from your blog, post it in there, and it will syndicate your blog posts that come out automatically from the massive passive software, and shares across the social media networks where you can be found and followed and create viral traffic streams. Um, no, why would anyone know? You don't have a following on Twitter. You don't need one at all, nothing at all. I'm going to show you Twitter right now. Okay, first of all, let me just refresh this page. Let me go to my page. And you can see this is me talking to you right now. It's a little behind, but that's okay. If you notice, you may have a big following, but only people who are following you see it if they click on the following link here. So it doesn't matter if you have a big following or not. It just matters whether you're sharing topical content. So I follow a lot of political stuff. So here I am. If you go to where it says for you, X literally looks at your pattern and comes up with posts that are similar to what you like that you follow. I don't follow this guy. So if I do a lot of social, political type of discussion and feedback and stuff, I'll get a lot of that. But I also, you'll see here, a lot of people like my blog posts and share them and do stuff like that. This is all because of the influencer marketing, probably a social media schedule. These various tags will put you into a all or a for you category if you're following that sort of stuff. And people tell me all the time, I see your stuff on Twitter, I'm following AI people. And there are people that are like, I never see your stuff, but I'm following you. Well, you got to go to following. So you have another category here, eliminate Texas property. I'm all in favor of that since I own a lot of property here in Texas, but I digress. I probably should remove that because I don't think the state can eliminate. If you're firebound, yeah, okay. You can get following very easily sharing your blog content. The only thing you want to make sure you do is you share your blog content, and that in doing so, you have various tags or ways for people to understand what you're talking about. But it will aggregate your content in with people who are looking for that type of content. So you don't necessarily have to have a huge following to get a huge number of people that share a lot of political stuff. Some of them get huge number of views, and it's funny. You go look at this gal's got 157,000 views. I go to her, she's got a big following. That's how you build a following too, is by sharing political stuff. Let's see. This guy here, 2 followers, and he's following 35 people as 2 followers. And if you look at his post right here, it's had 11,000 views because he's sharing content about a topical subject. JFK papers just came out. So absolutely, you can grow your following here, and for whatever niche you want to go into, whether you have one or not, and thereby pick up people going to visit your website and becoming followers of your website, are starting to pay attention to your content that you post. I get a lot of people liking blog posts that are about AI, and I'm building an audience that's basically about AI. And I think I only have like, I don't know, 7,000 followers, yeah, 7,100 followers. Now that recently dropped. At one point, I had over 8,000 followers, but a lot of the guys that were following me were obviously bots because uh, they've been trying to remove bots uh, uh, from their platform because they really are a misleading thing. What a clown this guy is! I don't even know. I got to get away from this stuff. I'll get mad. Um, so let's go over here and gonna go back to where am I? Until it just stops showing. Okay, back to big, bald, beautiful me. Okay, so don't worry if you do or don't have a following on any social media platform. Start posting. It will build an audience based on the content you post. And isn't that what you really want to be building anyway? If you want to build a huge following, get involved in posting content related to entertainment and or politics, stuff like that. You can build a huge following. But all that does is help you get shares to build other following. So yeah, it's important to build that content. So what I'm going to do now is I want to go to Microsoft and I'm going to show you this whole calendar, this whole blogging thing. I'll come down here and share that screen. I don't know. Let's go here. Okay, so you see our blog content, and my purpose for bringing it here is to go up to WordPress hosting. This is where you gain access to the cloud, the Microsoft Cloud hosting system. Now, this is just tied into other hosting platforms that are similar. So if you use like WP Bionic or Bionic WP, whatever it's called, it's exactly the same platform. We're all kind of renting the same space, the same technology, and it's all using the AWS system built by WordPress.com. We're just separate signer honors, I guess. So I'm going to log in here, and I don't have any sites here. I used to have some sites, but I deleted them. But this is what you'd see. So what do you do now? This is a bit confusing. You see this thing that says WordPress. What's that mean to me? And then you see migrations. What do I do with that? Collaborate? No. Support. Well, support is just going to send an email to me, and I'll say, watch the training. It's pretty well explained in all the training, but I understand people struggle. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to launch a new site. But before I do that, I'm going to log in to my domain host, my registrar. I use something called Domains Price Right. It's a GoDaddy reseller. It's a friend of mine. I buy from him. I don't care. He makes 15%, something like that. And I got all these domains here available. But what I'm going to use is AI traffic tool because I know I don't have anything currently on there. And once I click on the domain names, it looks like this. So whatever registrar you have, it's going to be different. But this is basically GoDaddy. I'm going to go to DNS because we're going to want that later on. You can see the domain is parked, and here are what we call our name servers. The name servers are what we're going to change as part of setting this website up. So what I'm going to do is copy the domain. I'm going to come over here to I don't think you guys saw any of that. I'm sorry. Okay. Now you should be seeing it. I got to make sure that I've got things. So here's a domain name, and here it's just got kind of park domain. So I'm going to actually work in the name server area, but we're going to get there in a couple of minutes. First of all, I'm going to take the domain, and we're going to work on that domain, and that domain is called AI Traffic Tools. So I'm just going to copy that. So I have it in my memory. Then I'm going to go back to this tab here. I'm going to launch a new site. Basically, this is creating a new site. Clone an existing site. No. We're going to select the $15 a month plan. No add-ons are necessary. Here's the domain, the one we just copied in. And you select the reason. I always go with Dallas because I live here in Texas. And you say launch. It's going to start billing you $15 a month. But I guess I got to put my card information in here. So you can have an account for free. You're not going to pay until you decide you're going to build a domain. Okay. Now you may say $15 a month is expensive. Like I said earlier, you can go buy cheaper hosts and you will get poor results. So launch a new site. I added a domain. And the other thing you do is go down here to add new site. Okay. Of course, I got two now, which is, if I was to say strange, it'd be very strange. Oh, I paid twice, didn't I? So let's go to this site here. I'll have to delete the other site. And what we get here is the information that you're going to need to start setting your site up. First of all, it creates a version of the blog in a subdomain of BWP site. So click on that, it's going to pop up. It's not going to look very fun, but that's what it looks like. So what we want to do now is we want to make sure that we have our domain set up right. So we want to create the domain that we really wanted to point to, which is AI Traffic Tool, and add that domain on. So now I have AI Traffic Tool there, but I have to determine what site are we going to work on. We don't want to work on the subdomain site, so we're going to switch all this over to the actual site we want. So we change that to the primary site. So now we're working on AI Traffic Tool instead of the subdomain version of that. And that's what we want to do. But now we got to get all the hosting set up so that when someone types in aitraffictool.com, it points to that site. That's not going to happen right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to DNS. And we're going to create and manage DNS. Very simple to do. There are 4 name servers here. Okay. We're going to go back to our registrar. And we go back to the domain we're going to work on. And we go into DNS and we select name servers. So we have to have 4 name servers. It's only got 2 right now. So just click on change name servers. Okay, we're going to use my own name servers. Okay, then we go back to the hosting solution. And you can see there are 4 name servers here. We just copy the first one. Go back to the, this is the registrar where the domains were purchased from. And we do that 4 times. Let me go back and grab another one. Two. Okay, it only has room for 2 name servers. Well, don't let that bother you. Click on add a name server twice because we've got 2 more to go add, right? So now I'm going to go back to the hosting solution and grab the last 2 name servers that I don't have. It should be, we've got 20 and 52. So now we're going to grab 43. And 57. So we've added in all 4 name servers. Just click save. Now comes the tough part. It's going to take, sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it could take 24 hours for these name servers to redirect to the domain name that we have. We go look at this right now. It's going to say nothing because it takes 24 to 48 hours for that domain name server, which is like the address, to propagate and point to where the domain is going to be. So we've got all these in. Does that mean we got to quit working? Well, yeah, until tomorrow. Then you can get in to the blog by clicking right here on WP admin. It won't work right now because the domain names have not propagated yet. So it's gonna bomb out on me. But within 24 hours, it should work. If we go back to domain names, you can take and change the primary domain and make it the domain with the auto traffic built into it. And this one, you can actually log into the admin file by clicking on this thing for admin. I am wrong. I must need to refresh that. Try that again. Okay, so now this is going to the subdomain site, and you can actually upload plugins and do work here. But you really don't want to. I am going to do it. You really should wait until your primary domain has propagated, because then all you need to do then is copy and log in there, like I just showed you how to do, and then you go ahead and update the theme and add your plugins. So I'm going to work on the subdomain here because the other main domain hasn't quite propagated yet. I'm just going to go to plugins, install plugins, add a new plugin, upload the plugin from wherever you download the files at. Dropbox. I got to find the plugin. Where's that? There we go. And Mass Passive AI Profits. Install. Let it upload and then activate it. And you'll see it over here on the left-hand side, right? This is where you begin to work on creating your content for your blog. If you go over to AI Massive Passive, You create a separate keyword for each day of the week, and it's going to drive content for that particular day. Let me show you right now. Okay, so here I'm talking about AI traffic secrets, brand visibility, steps, a lot of branding content here. So it's posting these posts automatically every day for me. And this is just on the homepage, a snippet. And the theme of your website is going to be based on a lot of things. Your primary theme is uh, very boring looking, not exciting at all. So you want to use a theme like Generate Press, where you can put your logo on there, and you start working through using the theme. But this is what the content looks like when it comes on your site. Now you'll notice I have a lot of monetization here. These are banner ads from YouTube called AdSense. You have to have your mature domain name to qualify for it. It'll take you probably 6 to 9 months to qualify for it. And you'll see this link right here takes everyone to AI Social Poster. So I get Microsoft is a very active website. There's a lot of people that visit the site, and they click on these and they go to my product called Social Poster, which is primarily what I'm really working on selling right now. So that's my intent, is to get everybody uh, to that destination. So this little banner right under here is a plugin that I just wrote myself, just to display a banner underneath the post title and there. But you'll also see these hyperlink uh, tools, which people can, these hyperlink content that people can click on and go see those sites. You see, the one that said viral went to a viral traffic code, uh, which is, another product that we offer. Um, so each word, when the content is flowing, creates the ability to hyperlink to anything you want. And you just put the word here. You don't need to put any keyword in there. It will default to the main keyword. You put in your affiliate link or a link to another one of your websites. A short code is like, McCrae1. It'll be whatever you want it to be, okay? And that's just going to be the link that's hyperlinked in your text. And that will give you the ability to be able to link off to anything you want and be able to have a separate link for each thing. Now, before you can put all this stuff in and do anything with it, you need to go to the license here. And there are two types of license you can get. One's for the AI content poster. Do not use that. It's way more expensive. Use OpenAI. You click here. You go get your OpenAI license. You pop the key in there. You can create your own chat persona. And I'm just saying, write something which will get viral. Post articles. It can be anything you want to put. The personas are to make it sound more human. Then you click savings. Okay, so you've got to go get the OpenAI key. It's free to get, but if you start using more than 100,000 words a month, you're going to have to pony up for it. And that will be, and it's really a lot of free content you can get. It's much better than the AI content poster license, which is me reselling words that I buy from OpenAI, and that's just not fair to you for me to mark it up more. I recommend keeping it 3.5 for now. We're just testing GPT-4 and above. So you fill in that URL. I don't have it right now, so I have it, but I'm not going to post it so you could steal it, and save settings. The next thing is, let's say the first keyword for Monday is uh, affiliate traffic. So all these blog posts are going to be based on that. And let's say I'm going to make the alternative affiliate. And I'm going to drive all this stuff to, let's just say, massive passive profits. Boom. So you do that for each day of the week. Let's just save that. Now that's set up. My API code I set up. Now I just need to set up a cron job. And to set up a cron job, you just copy this. You go out to cron underscore job, which is free. Just log in, create an account, log in. I haven't logged in mine in forever. I got some disabled cron or failed cron jobs, sites that I've deleted. I need to create a cron job. Boom. Pop it here. And let's say we run it every day at 6 a.m. Great. Okay, so every day at 6 a.m. it's going to come through and it's going to click this. And what will happen is, I'll come back and fix this. It's going to actually run that cron job on this page that's created. Okay. Now, only one day a week, the day of the week you are on, today's a Tuesday. No, I'm sorry, today's a Wednesday. I could put in a keyword and say create post for today. But you can already see I ran the cron job once, and it's determined that today's post is going to be at 1900, which is what, 7 o'clock? So let me just come up with the keyword for this ClickBank. Okay. And I can add in the link to ClickBank. And you do that for every day of the week. Save your settings. Make sure you have your API key. This is important. Without that API key, you're never going to see a post. You have to have the API key, and you have to have words set up for every day. Okay. I'm going to go back to the host now. And we're looking at this subdomain, but I'm going to go back to domains and tell it to change it to the root domain as a primary domain. Okay, this is where we set the DNS up right here. Great. Let's see if it's propagated. Probably hasn't yet, but you never know. No, still hasn't propagated. It will propagate in the next 24 hours. So what do you do now? When you have your domain set up, you're just waiting for GoDaddy or whatever to propagate these name servers so that they work. So that's a good time to just go take a nap and come back, and you'll see these domains have propagated, and you'll be able to click on this, go straight to your domain. You really don't want to do work in your subdomain because you're going to lose it once you get access to the domain itself. You want to wait and then come in here and tell it to go to WP admin, upload the software, configure it. And I can configure that software in like 30 clicks of the mouse. It really is fast. I have my OpenAI API key saved in my note file. I just grab it, copy it, paste it. It's the same key I use for all the apps that we got going on. So it can be very uh, challenging, shall I say? It's just a little bit of a pain in the butt. uh, fix. I hate it when your phone vibrates. You have to look at it, don't you? Uh, so that's all there is to this. And then you have to get into doing things like your theme. So I want to show you a little bit about the theme uh, right now. Um, I'm going to switch back over there. Now, this is the demonstration blog that's on the subdomain, but themes are underneath the tab appearance because everyone's afraid that they don't like the theme. It's not done propagating yet. Yeah, I can. Oh, I could change this back to the. At this point, I just have to wait for it to finish propagating. But I want to talk to you about themes because they're an important part of why things look good or not. Uh, I'm going to go to AIcontentposter.com. All right, I'm going to share that screen. So let me. Sorry about my dog. All right, so this is one of my music. This is actually a. That's not where I want to go. Okay, this is a pretty boring looking website, right? Um, I don't know what my dog is working at. Heaven forget if a squirrel comes running into my yard, I'm completely safe. So I don't ever really need to worry about uh, squirrels or cats, huh? Hey. So here's your theme option. I'm going to log into the back end of this website. I deleted my site, and I got to close some of these windows before okay. Okay, I think I got myself figured out. Cool. So it's not a very exciting looking website. This website has a blog. It's posting content using the AI Massive Passive. The images are cool. These things get posted in a social media post. Okay. Um, so what I want to do is just go ahead and log into this website. I'm going in through the manual way. And now you can see what it looks like. And I got a bunch of comments, which I know are spam. I need to just delete them. But site is getting ready to have AdSense on it. But we're going to go into appearance themes. This is one of the themes I really like. It's called Cadence. The other one I like is Generate Press. And to add themes, you click up here, add themes, and you search for, let's say, Generate Press. There you go. I'm going to install it. I'm going to make it active. So I just changed from this theme to this theme. Go look at the difference. Oh, it kind of looks similar, don't it? Well, when you go look at the blog, it presents things a little differently. So you can play with different themes all you want to do. That's my point. If I wanted to use the default theme, I can activate that, right? And I can go look at that. Well, that looks quite a bit different, doesn't it? I don't care for that particular theme at all. So I'm just going to go back here and change that to the original one I had, which is called Cadence. You can see how much better that looks. You can do all sorts of work with these things. You can edit. They have what we call customization. So you click on customize, and you can add like on your header. No, I don't want to change that. Header. You can add a logo. So you just select logo. And you can upload it. And then now you got your logo up here. Okay. So there's a lot of things you can do with the theme, and every theme is completely different. All I can do with this particular theme is tell you that you can navigate through it and work on it, read the documentation, and pick what works best for you. So we're just going to leave that like that. And see how it's changed that? And when I click on blog, it should update that too. Let's refresh it. There you go. So now I got the blog, and I have these what they call synopsis. And people can go read these posts. Again, all these are leading to this, which is another. I tell you what I'll do. I'm going to put this plug in. This is actually one of the most effective things I've created for marketing. Okay, having the links in here is great. The banners in here are great. All that is wonderful. But in all honesty, this outperforms it all, probably because of the box around it. So I think I call that plugins. I call that random link box, which is in settings, random link box. And that's all you do. You put the link, this is link 1, that's where it's going to. Then the text link. You keep doing that all the way through. So in this case, I have 5 different potential links and different labels for each one. So if I go out now, I'm just leaving it alone. If I go out to blog, and I look at blog posts, it's going to randomly pick what to post there. So it's different every time based on that list of 5 text and 5 links. Now I have all the links to these websites pointing off to AI Social Poster because that's my main product I'm promoting right now, and I want to make sure that we're doing a good job at it. Okay, I'm just about to release my new album, and so we're going to have a website dedicated to the album, and I'll probably create blog content. Just a neighbor, Millie. Hold on, I'm going to go shut the door. she can knock herself out. Some days she gets like if there's like a cat running around the front yard, she'll bark herself till she's like, "Ugh, ugh." Horse. She's really bad that way. But what you're doing here is I'll make this plugin called it's in settings, random link box. You put in your link, and then you put in your your hypertext link. So you'll see one that'll say want to schedule, and you have, you know how I come up with these text? I go to ChatGPT and say, I need 5 compelling uh, link text for AI social poster, and it lists it all out, including the little emojis. And once I post that, right away I got all these uh, additional links on my site. But it does more than that. It provides link juice to your website. So this content is posting to social media. It hits Facebook and Twitter every day. People click on this. You know, let's say if the post only gets, I don't know, 20 clicks, it's 20 eyeballs get to see that. And when you've got 100 websites getting 20 clicks, then I've shown you the type of results I get from Metricool, because Metricool has a link system built into it and link tracking and AI social poster. So I have all these things driving literally hundreds of page views across all these different websites I've got. And I can kind of steer the ultimate traffic anywhere I want. Let's go to 24 Guitars, one of my favorite sites. And you'll see here, I got banner ads popping up, people going to my blog, banner ad popping up. These are AdSense ads. And AdSense is one of those little sneaky things. Once you get the approval for it, you just very simple add to your website, just a plugin you add called SiteKit. And you'll get 100 people coming to this post, which also has its own, gets posted on Twitter, gets posted on its own Facebook group. So there is this content getting shared from my guitar website. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably put that same piece of software here, the random link thing. And then from that, I'm going to drive everything to my Ultimate Music site, which is right here, William J. McRae. And here's where I got the album stuff, my logo. People can go click here and listen to the preview of the album. They're not quite released on Spotify or anything yet. And they get, so here it all is. No ads or nothing on this site, because it's all about getting people to go listen to the music and then to decide whether they want to use it or not. It's all the music I create is based off the Bible, so it's going to have people either hate it or love it, and I don't care. I know where I stand, so that's the only that matters. So, and my point in being is, I can use my websites to drive traffic here, get people to click on the link that's going to take them to my preview page. And this preview page, it's got a little sample of every song. So there's those previews, they're about a minute long. And right below this is going to be links to all the places where people can stream the music. If you want to talk about getting rich with music, not my intent here. My intent is to write music that makes me feel good. And I write the lyrics and I play the guitar. Other people do all the other work. But I write all the lyrics. One of the things you'll notice, if you go back to here, I include all the lyrics. so people can come in here and read. I'm going to add links uh, to the songs. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And I'll promote this page, and I'll just take all those different blogs that I have that are not, traffic or internet marketing related, and I'll put that link system to point and harvest traffic from websites about music and about uh, culture today, about politics. I have them all point to this website, so people will come in here and, like I said, if I ever get this thing done right, this listen now button will be on every page, and people can listen to the music and stream it. So here's how much you get paid. This is what I want to tell you about: getting rich off of streaming music. Wow, a penny per stream. That's Spotify and Apple Music. So you hear the people that, let's say, have 1,000,000 streams, you're thinking, wow, they must be making a lot of money. 1,000,000 streams, let me pull up my calculator here. That's a lot of streams. One million streams times 0.01. $10,000. Yeah, I have some friends in a classic rock band that I used to work for. The name of the band is Kansas, out of the 70s, and still around today, touring more or less as a novelty act. They've sold 30 million albums. They posted the other day that one of their songs that had 9 billion, I think it was Dust in the Wind or Carry On Wayward Son, something like 9 billion streams, Bill with the B. And like, wow, how much you make on that? And they go, well, 1 billion views is about $1 million. Okay, these guys have made tens of millions of dollars over the 40 or 50 years of their career, so they're fine financially. But there's not a lot of profit in the streaming for people. You see these young acts don't put out records anymore. Nobody buys them. It's all done. It's all via streaming. So I'm gonna want to get as many streams as I can get.
Okay,
obviously.
I found this on the web for Young Accident put out records anymore. Nobody buys them. It's all done. It's all been streaming. So check it out.
Wow. Something heard me. Oh, it must have been. These AIs are everywhere. I think that was Siri. I'm gonna turn it off. So she just responded back. Hey, check this out. I don't know. I'm sorry. I get confused easy on some days. So, getting back to the hosting, don't let it scare you. Take your time. The documentation is pretty good in the site. You can come back and watch this video over and over and over. And if you need more, send me a message. I will definitely get responded to. And we'll get you up and running on your websites very quickly. I will tell you they work. I have a lot of them with just AdSense running. I got a lot of them, what we call harvesting. We're taking and using that content to build a following on a particular niche, and then we kind of drive all the clicks to one particular website. So you saw like all my business websites are pointing out AI Social Hoster. But I also have people buying the blogging from me. I have people buying AI Social Poster from me. So there's like a constant flow of orders coming out of nowhere. And I can see, they're coming from websites that aren't necessarily the main website. They get a click on this site, end up on the main site, and then they place the order. We can tell what the traffic source is. So when you buy something, and you buy it from me, we're probably using List. Uh, it's either WooCommerce or what's the other one we use? Wishlist. We can see the traffic source for an order, so that I know that okay, someone AI social poster bought came from McCraysoft.com, or somebody who downloaded music, which hasn't happened yet, came from some adjunct website. So that's why I build out all these websites, all on the cloud, not on that particular account. And then I just take and turn them into um, harvesting to drive traffic to one particular point so that I can make some money out of it. Does it work for everything? No. Does it work for some things? Yes. And this is what you need to consider. I'm going to put that software to download into the school platform. So you can go there and download, I call them random link generator, 5 links, 5 random links. It will be available in the, probably put it in the AI social poster section or AI content poster section. So you can find it there. It'll be somewhere. I'll leave a note on the main discussion. Maybe I'll just put it in the main discussion. And you can actually be able to download the software. I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to charge for it. It's pretty straightforward to use. You upload it, activate it, and you go in, you put your link text and your link, and it will show up under your blog post randomly. Works. I created that program myself with these fingers just to see if I could still do it. That's the sort of thing I used to get my CTO, Jayden. I used to say, can you pull this? I'm too busy. Sometimes you just go, I'm not even going to bother him. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I'll just go do it myself. And the beautiful thing is you can take your code and go to ChatGPT and say, can you point out any errors in this code? And it'll come back and say, yes, you didn't close the syntax and you didn't do this. Would you like to fix it for me? Yes. And we'll fix the code for you. And it'll say, this should work great. Say, okay, zip it into a file so I can download and use it. Zipped, download it, install, works. I think you can actually use ChatGPT to do the actual programming for you, which is why my CTO decided that we need to go on the cloud because ChatGPT or OpenAI, cloud computing is not something that's that it can do, but it certainly can help create WordPress plugins. Nothing overly complicated. Something like AI, AI Massive Path is very complicated, but this plugin I'm going to give you guys is really pretty simple. So next week we're going to carry on with the next topic. It might be the AI social poster stuff again. Based on feedback I get from this, we'll decide where to go from here. So you guys have a great week. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.